To my channel, this is Ankita Agrawal. Today I am going to tell you about the Java scanners. That is basically a Java scanner class. So once again, welcome to my channel, that is Technomintra. Please like and subscribe my channel. So before beginning this topic or the content, I just wanted to share about you what is the scanner class. Till now what we were doing is we were taking the variables, we were assigning the value, and with those values only we were doing the work. Now with the scanner class, what is the concept behind it? It is that we have to take the input from our keyboard. We can ask the user to enter the input of its own choice. So basically these are the scanner class that are basically is there inside a package, that is a util package. So let's move down. So basically it is used to get the user input from the keyboard. From the keyboard you can enter. For example, if I ask you please enter your name. So what we were initially doing was we used to initialize a variable name and equal to maybe I just write my name Ankita in double quotes. Now every time instead of initializing the value and storing it in a variable, we will just initialize a variable and we can ask the user to enter the input of his own choice. It can't be every time Ankita. So if the user want to store maybe Shubham or maybe Apurva, they can store like that whatever name they like. So it is basically a part of a package, that is util package. Now packages are basically a collection of classes. They are only predefined packages. Some are predefined and some are user defined. Predefined are like over here, like we'll be using for an example, a very small example, like if I need to print the current date. So I till now how we have learned is we will initialize in a variable, but in the packages if you will do like that, so in that case you can use a util package. So basically a scanner is a class. So every time whenever you have to write down scanner, it has to start from capital S. Okay. Now whenever you have to use a class, you have to create an object, and then those objects will assess the variables, and through those variables we can use the content. And it is basically use the method of the scanner class to either read the numbers, maybe integer one, the decimal one, the strings, or maybe the characters. Now let me tell you how can you can use the scanner class. Over here if you can see, when we talk about the object, what is object? Object is an instance of a class. I hope you remember when we initially covered the first topic of classes and objects. So I told you that basically object is an instance of a class. So over here, in order to get the instance and to read the value, we need to pass the input stream, that is system.in. Again, system is a class and in is a method that is used to input. Okay. So over here you can see we have created one statement over here. So scanner and in is an object, and you will say in scanner and system.in. So basically this is a constructor of a scanner class. We have already covered constructors. Okay. So now moving to the next slide. There are various methods through which we can assess the value. Every time it can't be a name, so it can be a boolean value. In that case you have to in order to assess the things, I just tell you this, and through an example I will even show you that. So over here, in order to read the value of the boolean, you have to write down next boolean. In order to read the byte value, that is in the form of zeros and ones, next byte. If we get a double value, next double. For the float, next float. In case of an integer, next int. And in order to read a string, and with the next, so we will use next line. In order to read a long value, the next long, and then short value, a short, next short. So let me just show you one code in the NetBeans. If you see, what I am doing is basically I have made a scanner class, and through which I am taking the name as well as the age from the user. So very first line you will write down is the package name. So not the package name, that is already predefined, because we have to use a scanner class, and that scanner class is defined inside a package util. So you have to write down import java.util.star. Star means that any package, we don't need to define that particular class name or anything. It can access everything. Okay, so over here I have made a class, public class scanner1. Now you will ask the question, why ma'am you have not written over here scanner? Because if I will write down scanner, there will be an error, because scanner is a class through which we are going to create a constructor. So I basically named it as scanner1 so that confusion should not occur. So over here, public static void main string args is our main method. Then we have to use a scanner class that is there inside the Java package util. So scanner in is equal to new scanner system.in, through which you can take the input from the user. Now on the next line I have to print the name. So how will I ask from the user? For that, basically we have to write down system.out.println, enter your name, and in the next line what we are doing, we are assigning a value inside which that value will be stored. So in a string n, in.next will be stored. So what is this n? This will store the name, and in.next you can either write down in.next. Same way for printing the age, system.out.println, enter your age, and int x is equal to name.next and system.out.println, enter your age, because age will be an integer, so you can write down int x is equal to in.next int, and then in you have to close that particular thing, the constructor which we have made, we have to close it so that no more inputs would be taken from the user. So let's run over here and see. So see, it is asking you enter your name, and earlier how it used to do that, it will take the values, and now for example I write over here and then it will ask your age. I can't tell my original date, maybe I will just write 21. Okay, so this way you can take the input from the user. So this is basically the role of scanner class. Now whatever codes we have learned, we can use the scanner class to implement those, and you can even run those. So thank you for viewing my channel. Maybe in the next class we will be covering about the buffer reader, that is also same like scanner, in which you can take the input from the user. So thanks for viewing my channel, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.